Okay, so the second episode of the Reviewer Review is actually taking a little bit more time than expected, mostly due to homework from college and all that shit. So, because I just want to get out a video for you guys, because I really, really wanted to get out, Reviewer Review episode 2 this week, I decided just to make this video instead. So, I apologize, it's just gonna be delayed a little bit, and hopefully it will come out soon next week. Just give me some time, right? But anyways, right, a lot of you guys may know who ReviewTechUSA is, right? ReviewTechUSA is essentially a gaming news channel. He just talks about, what's going on in the gaming industry and just gives his thoughts on some stuff that happens in gaming in general. And let me just say this right now, guys. I have pretty mixed opinions on ReviewTechUSA. On one hand, while I do think that he does make some decent points in his videos, I feel as if a lot of the time he just completely drops the ball when it comes to what he's talking about. And then there are times where he just tries to stay so painfully neutral. It's cringeworthy, right? Awful videos that ReviewTechUSA has made was that one video he made where he was criticizing Nintendo for shutting down a fan game made for Nintendo because, God forbid Nintendo care about their own IPs. Like, seriously, what the fuck? But that's not the topic of today's video, right? Today, I noticed a little bit of hypocrisy from ReviewTechUSA that I want to point out, because I don't see anybody pointing this out, and I think that people should know about this, right? So recently, about 3 weeks ago, ReviewTechUSA made a video titled, essentially where he's talking about how ageism in the technology area, how old people get attacked because, they immediately because of their age, because, oh, look, it's an old person, he doesn't know anything about technology. You get the gist of the video. He was essentially saying that people should not dismiss old people immediately when it comes to their opinions on technology, and I'll show you a clip right now.
Or ever since I've turned 30, which is now 6 years ago, I have gotten, well, what does this old man know about gaming? What does this old man know about Sony? What does this old man know about Microsoft? Or what does this old man know about Nintendo? That it's the cheapest and easiest argument when someone doesn't like what you're saying about their favorite corporation or favorite politician, so on and so forth. They feel like they're being attacked. They don't have a proper response. They're basically in the back of their mind saying, oh my God, this guy's right, but I don't want to hear what he has to say. So they go for a cheap attack, which will get other people saying, yeah, you're right, Rich is fat. Yeah, you're right, Rich is old. So everything he's saying, even though he may be right, is irrelevant.
So essentially, the video is him trying to say that ageism, is not a good thing. Like, you shouldn't dismiss somebody's opinion on technology just because they're old. And that's valid. I agree. It's a pointless ad hominem attack, all right? An ad hominem attack, essentially, right? But do you know what video ReviewTechUSA made a few months ago that just makes him look like a complete fucking hypocrite? Just guys. Just look at the title of this video. Just look at the title of this video, and just for a second, just process the level of hypocrisy, right? So, a few months ago, he makes a video in which he gets enraged by people who, people who say that Nintendo was never about good graphics, essentially, right?
But I've noticed on YouTube, a lot of young guys, substantially younger than me, I could be some of their fathers, okay, trying to tell me about the history of Nintendo. Whenever I complain or I'm concerned about the power of a Nintendo console, how it could hurt third-party support, and how it could hurt Nintendo as a whole, I get these young know-it-alls who read like 1 or 2 Wikipedia articles and who watch another Nintendo fanboy's video telling me about the history of Nintendo. So to those guys out there doing it, let me ask you a question, okay? How old are you? Like in your early 20s, 21, maybe even a little younger? Okay, cool. So you may have been born around 1996, 1995. Were you there? Were you alive and playing the Nintendo Entertainment System when it launched? Oh, you weren't. Well, I was. I was actually 4 or 5 years old when the original NES launched. I actually had the Rob the Robot deluxe package, okay? I had the Rob the Robot set that came with the dumbass robot that you used for the game Gyromite. I had that. Let me ask you another question. Were you alive when the Super Nintendo was launched? Were you there for it? Were you excited to get games like Super Mario World, Final Fight, Super Castlevania 4, Pilot Wings? Were you there for that? Oh, no, you weren't. You weren't even alive yet.
And he decides to put all of this towards younger people, like people in their 20s, people in their early 20s, etc. Maybe teenage years, right? And I find this fucking amazing because he's gonna go up on camera and bitch about how people are being ageist towards old people, yet it's completely fine if he does this to younger people, essentially, right? And you know what I'm trying, let me just make this something very clear, right? I am not trying to say that what ReviewTechUSA, what Rich said in that video is incorrect, right? I'm not trying to discredit him. I'm not trying to say that his points are wrong. I'm trying to say that I find it fucking hilarious how this guy will bitch constantly about people being ageist towards old people, yet he doesn't mind bringing age into the discussion when it comes to younger people, who don't agree with his views. Age has nothing to do with it. Like, did you really need to bring up the fact that these people were young? Because, to be honest with you, it makes you seem like you are trying to make your point seem more valid just because you're older. You guys saw how arrogantly he acted in the clip. So yeah, this is just hypocrisy from ReviewTechUSA. I'm surprised nobody called him out for it. Anyways, this is MegaDoopTV here, the Ultra Anti, signing off. Have a nice day, everybody.